Welcome to another video of Save My Assets.
Right. Episode 10.
Episode 10. I know, it's gone by quite quickly.
Right. So we're trying to answer your questions that we said in the last ones by video rather than typing it all out because it's never going to happen.
It's going to take way too long to type it out.
And it's very hard to answer these questions.
Yeah, because you need to actually see it. It's easier video-wise. So now we have May Hay, as far as I understand, right?
With a little hand there. Yeah, May Hay. I think so.
Okay. It says, I have a question for you guys. I have 2 lamps, one inside. The material is shredded and needs replaced, or needs to be replaced, but we don't know what type of material to buy that is appropriate, non-flammable, next to the bulb to replace it. Do you know what type of material we need to purchase to put inside the lamp or next to the light? Yeah, okay. Really appreciate the help. Thank you very much. Love watching your videos and what interesting information you share with us. All right, thank you.
Well, we thank you for watching us.
Yeah,
seriously, we really do. As far as the lampshade, I've seen them where they're like a double layer lampshade. I think the lampshades are very cool. I've always wanted to get into recovering them, and as of yet, I have not. Have very little experience. We have some experience, but not much with them. So I think she has an inner and then an outer. So you have what still looks good, but the inside's dry rotted, I take it?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Shredded?
It's shredded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only thing that makes sense. I haven't actually seen the 2 layers before. So what, they have like a one inside first, and then the show lamp on the outside?
Yeah, I keep doing this. Like, what is he doing? But it's like, hello, there's a wire. There's like, there's a cage.
Okay.
And you have an inner cover and an outer cover. But Grant found something. I couldn't find it in my old-fashioned catalog. Didn't work out. But Grant went on the internet and found...
Good old Amazon. It's called Force Field, and it's Fire Guard. It's a flame retardant and protection. So basically, from what they say, I'll read the description. It says flame retardant. Yeah, made in the USA. Prevents flames from burning your favorite.
Drapes, favorite ones. So let the other ones burn, but these you can save.
You're right, and clothing and furniture, but don't forget about your family and loved ones.
Yeah, and your pets.
Resistant to spread in event of a fire. All right.
And why don't you spray yourself?
That's right.
That'd be pretty good, right? Go to sleep every night and spray. No, don't do that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Bad joke.
The Fire Guard.
It's kind of funny though.
The Fire Guard, if your spouse doesn't like you when she doesn't, protect you.
Right, yeah. She's like pumping a big 5-gallon one up. She skips you. I'm doing myself, sweetie.
The Fire Guard prevents the spread of fire and reduces the smoke from developing further strain.
That's good because smoke is what #1 kills the people.
Right, yeah. So stain protection, designed for fabrics that have not been treated with waterproofing stain protection due to being water-based, meets national standards, and yada, yada, yada. And basically, we're going to link that in the description below. It is for any fabric, really.
As far as we understand,
that isn't already protected for stain protection, but you shouldn't be spilling anything on your lamp anyway.
No.
That's a party night,
But it could be a good party. Could be. But just use an inside liner that you want to protect, and you can do that. Now, if you're using an incandescent light, I'm sure you already know this. I'm just simply reminding anyone who doesn't. An incandescent produces more heat. It shouldn't go beyond 60 watts anyhow. If you use a fluorescent, which I don't like that much, but because the glow, but I know they make different levels, then it produces less heat. And you were thinking earlier about...
I was thinking an LED. You can go ahead with LED. We bought one for our bathroom. I know it sounds strange. We just went to a lampshade to a bathroom. But in any case, there's a light fixture in there. Just like
It's a bulb.
Yeah, just like many bathrooms have, they have a light fixture.
Right.
And in any case, it is the old Edison-like looking ones, but it's LED.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So go ahead and check it out.
And that low heat, so you wouldn't have a problem of fire. But if you feel that the need to increase on that, then go ahead and use this spray and it'll work. So we appreciate you very much for the comment, and we look forward to your next one.
All right. Let's do it.
Keep watching. Thanks.
All right. So thank you, May, for that question. The next question is from...
Hope it was helpful?
Yeah, hopefully. We're hopeful that was helpful. Tree Forest. How do you get the feet off if there are no screws? Now, that seems like a strange question, but it's regards to the one where the sofa was stuck in the basement.
Yeah.
And we had to take off the feet, according to them.
Yeah.
I don't remember the video actually that well.
It was a while ago.
It was.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching it. So we have an assortment. You can't really see them right here of legs, how they actually go on. Different varieties.
You keep showing that. I'll look at this here.
Yeah, please. This one is a very simple wooden leg. It doesn't have any screw right now. And what you would do is you take what I can't remember.
It's right here. That's what I look for right here.
Thank you. Is there an actual term for this one? Because I know
there is a term, and I don't remember what it is. I think it's a hanger bolt.
Might be a hanger bolt.
It's a hanger bolt.
Okay, that's what it is. It's basically you have a wooden screw right on one end, and then a machine screw on the other end.
Right, which accepts a T-nut.
Right. So your furniture would have. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your furniture would have this one, right?
Yeah, it'd be inside the furniture there.
Okay, so your T-nut would go inside the furniture.
And the wood part here.
Would go here?
Yeah, exactly.
Would screw into the actual wooden leg.
So we wish you had that, and you don't.
Right,
and
because
you're like,
you'd be able to take it off.
Right. So these don't apply, right?
Right, so these don't apply. This one's just a crappy, cheap plastic one.
That's pretty bad.
Pretty universal. Yeah. But in any case, again, T-nut with the machine screw.
Right. This one right here is like a corner block, if you would. It goes like this, and then you have 4 parts to put a screw in, and then you just simply pull those screws out, and then take this support out, your leg, if you would, and then you're done. Bob's your uncle.
But again, you don't have that one because you wouldn't be here.
Right. So what we think you might have is a
two different things, really.
It could be two. A leg with a rail.
Right.
We don't know if you're. I guess it could be the front or the back. It could be either one. I'm almost interrupting myself.
You're saying because they could mix and match where the back is a rail attached to the rail and the front is actually removable?
Exactly.
They do that sometimes.
That's right. No, I'm just working with you, man.
Yeah.
So it's right. I mean, the back, sometimes they'll polish the bottom of the leg, but that's actually part of the frame that's covered by upholstery. Of course, they don't polish that up. I shouldn't say polish. I should say they stain it. Yeah. And polish it and stuff like that. But behind the upholstery, they won't do that. If you have that as an issue, ooh, that's a problem.
Right. And the only thing
all wood.
It's part of the structure of the actual chair, sofa. I think it's a sofa.
Is it?
We were dealing with the sofa, so we're assuming you are too. That's a problem. You can cut it right up to the frame, but then you have to find a way to reattach it. And the only thing I can think of right off the top of my head is use dowels.
Yeah, and don't sit on it.
And don't sit on it. But you can reattach it with dowels, but you're running the risk of scarring it, making it look ugly.
Or changing the legs, maybe.
Maybe changing the legs, that's a great idea.
Yeah, put one of these, I forget what they're already called again, hanger bolts.
Yeah, that's right.
Hanger bolts in there.
So you can change the legs after you do that. That's one option. It kind of sucks, but you know,
you could try
it's an
that.
option.
You could try it.
Another thing that you might have.
We just ran into this problem.
Yeah, we did.
We were in Montgomery Village, Maryland, and this lady had a sofa.
Yep.
Up on the 4th floor.
Yep.
And her studio upstairs, and it was pretty bad.
It was very bad. It took us a lot longer than we thought because we didn't have the appropriate tools. We thought we could just take it out.
She did warn us.
She
but
did.
I didn't take her very seriously. Maybe I should have.
She did.
It took us a long time to get that sofa out of there. We had umpteen doors to get through, and hallways and staircases. But she was cool.
She was very nice.
They loved. They liked us.
She's a great client. I mean, she's a return client, so she's awesome.
She liked the performance that we did our best at. And bottom line is that they had screws behind from the factory the finished fabric.
Right.
So it doesn't mean that if you first got to take the dust cover off.
Yeah, because there was some screws underneath the dust cover, and we thought that was it. And
this is the bottom fabric.
Yeah, after we realized, after trying to bang off the legs for quite a while.
Because they might have glue.
Because we're trying to break the glue, and it just wasn't budging.
Nope.
Then we thought, we figured out later on that it was underneath the face fabric.
On the sides.
On the sides.
So let's just say this is the front of the sofa here, okay? And we're going to work with the front right sofa, because we always go by when you're sitting in the furniture, like a driving of a car.
Right, you want to say from the back,
Right, it gets confusing. So when you're sitting in the sofa, that's what we go by. Left side, when you're sitting in it, right side. So let's just say on the right side of the sofa, you're sitting down, you have your outside arm right here, you're resting your arm right here. There could be a screw from the factory right here on the side and in the front, and underneath the dust cover.
Right.
And this was kind of odd because some of them had screws from the outside.
And some of them didn't.
It was weird.
One of them came off perfectly fine, and we're like, great.
Underneath the dust cover.
You know?
Underneath the dust cover.
Yeah.
It came right off because, you know, 2 screws. I think it had 2 screws. I'm working from the dust cover here. Let's just say this is it here. And here's your corner like this, okay? And then we had like 2 screws going this direction underneath the dust cover because I'm going from the bottom.
Right.
That's what I mean, the bottom fabric when I'm saying dust cover. We go like this here, and it took right off.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But at the factory...
Yeah, this leg came right off. But then at the factory, they did overkill on some other ones. And I know exactly
the outside.
Why, actually, because they use the crappiest screws for that. Don't get crappy screws, and hopefully you don't have crappy screws in there. The reason why is because the head will break off if it gets tight too quickly or gets tightened too much. Right. In any case, it just sucks. I mean, you have to take a screwdriver, bang it out, and then put your screwdriver head for a flat screwdriver right underneath the head of the screw.
Dude, it's a different. It's a different. We have to show you later on. You cannot do this stuff in emails.
No.
In paragraphs. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about getting behind the head of the screw when you're reversing
to give it leverage to pull out.
Yeah, to pull out. So you're doing reverse on your drill as you're pushing down with a flathead screwdriver on the head of the screw, and you work its way out.
Because it has enough threads to stay in there, but not enough threads to get it out. Right. So it's a stupid way. So never get crappy screws. I hope you don't have them now. But in any case, hopefully that helps. If you do, if it is part of the frame, one last recap, go ahead and cut off the legs if you want. Then you can get your sofa or furniture out, and when you get at the place that you want it, because obviously you're trying to move this someplace, go ahead and just try to reattach them somehow with dowels. It's not too hard. You can figure it out.
You can try that.
Or you can just go ahead and get some other legs and replace them.
Yeah, with this hanger bolt. So, you know, probably the hanger bolt might be the best. You do a drill of a smaller diameter of the threads here, much smaller. Get that set in there nice and straight, meaning if you had to cut your legs off, okay? And you say, you know, these are kind of pretty, I kind of like these, then, you know, you can try that method. And you might need to get a bolt that has threads on both sides, meaning wood threads, not machine threads.
Yeah, because if you don't, what you're going to have to do is pre-drill, if I may, real fast.
No, go ahead.
Pre-drill for this side, inside your actual furniture, and then buy T-nut.
T-nut, which is fine. You can find those. You know what, Tree Forest, this gets so complicated. You know, we're not trying to make it complicated. It just, with your application, if you had to cut off a solid rail that goes all the way, you know, from your back, you know, all the way down, you make that flat. These T-nuts are best to be receiving or going toward the wood, not just in the wood. So you could drill a hole and say, look, Paul, look, I got it in there. Boom, boom, boom. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's got these little teeth, and they hold.
And it is, you can use it for that. There's, again, nothing wrong with that.
You can do that. You're going to go kind of deep if it's a solid leg.
Right.
Because you got to get, well, you don't have to take all of it, but, you know, you got to get most of this machine threaded part inside that solid leg all the way in there like that.
Right.
Okay? Which you can do, no problem. But the problem is with these T-nuts is they'll easily wiggle their way out as people sit down and get back up and laugh and joke and fall over their sofa.
If you have kids jumping up and down or throwing themselves on the furniture, it takes a lot of stress, and sometimes we've seen it where the teeth will break off.
They break off or they'll just wiggle their way out. It's best to have it on the inside so when this comes in and your leg is attaching, it pulls the two together between a piece of wood.
Right, because when you're tightening this thing with the leg, then this is the screws pulling it closer,
pulling it down,
and you'd have a tighter, more efficient fit.
Right, but if you do it from this angle where you're tightening it down, it's just kind of the teeth are the only thing that's holding it. Right, it's just you can wiggle it right loose. So look, Tree Forest, I hope that makes sense. If you have to saw it off, saw it off. You know, sometimes it's how these things just end up in
landfills, unfortunately. Because otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to have to take like a chainsaw to it to get it out, and then you're done. So,
but you can do that.
Yeah, it's good stress relief.
Yeah. So try the outside fabrics. You know, like gently take out all your staples and pry up the sides and see if you see anything holding them. You know, the legs on and in place. If not, you can see if there's like a corner block. Okay, if there's a nice little corner block, which I have one over there, but it will take me too long to show you. You put a little corner block. If that's in there, then you can do a 3/8 T-nut.
Right.
in there, and then have it facing down, and then replace that. So
there's a good amount of options in there. Really, what we need to know is a little bit more information. So if you're willing to take on this project, which we hope you are, because it keeps it out of the landfill, you go ahead and email us at videos@urbancastlesolutions.com with some pictures of what you're trying to do, even include a video, and then we can start to figure out.
That'd be cool.
Exactly what we have, and we'll revisit this. We're definitely willing to do that, and we'll put your video up on there and
give us more information.
Yeah,
you know,
we'd love to help.
We hope that has helped. Yeah, exactly. So, or maybe you just want to change the legs and you're just curious about it. You know, I don't know, if it's just for aesthetics looks. I don't know.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. So
anyway, yeah. So we thank you very much, Tree Forest, and we hope you'll keep on watching, please, and give us a thumbs up if you liked it.
Yeah, and everybody, I hope that helped for everybody. Don't forget to leave a comment just in case if you have any other questions. Again, videos@urbancastlesolutions.com for your questions, videos, photos you can add in there. That's perfectly fine. And then also, don't forget to tell a friend, too, because if they have a question, they have a problem, we're more than happy to help.
We can do our best to help. You know, if not, we can send them where they can be helped.
Yeah.
So give us a thumbs up if you like it. If you haven't already subscribed, we hope you do. And once again, we really appreciate it.
Yeah,
very much. Thanks.
That's it.
See you next time.